My kids found this in my 1999 Honda glove box and asked what it is. I said it was a way to stream music back then. Dude, I used this until like this year. I had just an old car. I had a 2004 Honda Pilot and I needed one of these. In the Simpsons episode where Lisa is shown her future, the future is 2010. Oh my god, no. 2010? That feels so long ago. I was still in elementary. No, I was in middle school. I was in like 7th grade, I think. I don't know. Pizza Hut in the 80s. Oh, what I wouldn't give to go to a Pizza Hut like this. It seems so nice. Your grandparents waiting in line for Star Wars in 1977. Looks like the same thing today nowadays, huh? From 20 years ago? Oh, an iPod Nano! I knew a bunch of people that had one of these. I wanted these as a kid. Real bad, but I never got one. Cadet Carrie Mahoney and Larvell Jones Police Academy. What an institution. This one's over my head, guys. I might be a little old. I'm 24. I'm not that old. I have no idea what this is. Loved watching this as a kid. Just something about it made it so satisfying. Oh, yeah. Oh, this made me feel something. Oh, yeah. Happy 70th birthday, Paul Rubens. He's old. He kind of looks like Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory in the second picture. Oh, he looks... Yeah, God. Oh, God. We're moving on. Half-Life 2 was released 18 years ago. Hey, I still haven't played this game. My friends love it, though. I used to have a little fake cassette with the headphone wire to trick my car into playing an iPod Shuffle. Sure, Grandma, let's get you to bed. It's true. It's true. I had one. Not the Shuffle, but the car thingy. Who else had these exact same speakers? Me! I did! I would always stick my finger in the little hole right there, and it would get stuck. Some of the original Wonder Years cast. Aw, they're all grown up. Seen this shirt yesterday. The struggle was real. Oh yeah, rewinding tapes. I act like I knew how to do that, but it was a little before my time. I don't know why we ever did this, but we sure did, and we should bring it back. In fact, we should completely carpet bathrooms. They even carpeted the trash can? Oh, we need this back. In the 80s, TV stations just turned off late at night. No infomercials, nothing, just this. Huh, yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. Happy 59th birthday, Elizabeth Shue. Happy 59th birthday. And he made it to 59. Rip. Remember when Coolio was 23 and didn't know if he'd live to be 24? He's 57. Yep, rest in peace Coolio this year, man. Sad to see him go. Who remembers these scratch and sniff stickers? Oh, I think I remember these. They look a little older for me, but I think I had pals whose moms had them. I don't know. These look familiar to me. Betty White is so old, she starred on a 7-season TV show about being old that went off the air before most of you were born. Someone. I'm 18 years old. Me. Okay. Them. I was born in 2004. Me. What? POV, you just realized that there are now as many Wimpy Kid books published after The Long Haul than before. Bah, I'm old. I haven't read past the third one. The green one, it was the original and then Roderick Rules and then the green one. I don't remember, but I haven't read any of the ones after that. 2 teen girls asked me to take a pic of them and I said sure. Then they handed me a disposable camera and then tried to show me how to use it. Do not cite the deep magic to me, witch. I was there when it was written. Back when I was a kid, you needed a can opener to drink Hawaiian Punch. Hawaiian Punch is so good. It might just be sugar water, but if I still had to use a can opener today to drink it, I would do it. It's worth. 1994 was over 10,000 days ago. What? Animorphs. What would you do if you lost your mind to a yerk? That's a beaver. What I think 20-year-old sci-fi is. What 20-year-old sci-fi is. Yep, just about. Remember when this would give you 12 cents worth of penny candy? No, I don't. This is a little out of my range. Also, I don't drink soda. The I grew up with no internet starter pack. Oh yeah, MS Paint, Solitaire, Minesweeper, and 3D Pinball Space Cadet, might I add, is still to this day the best pinball game ever made. It looks so good, the sounds are good, and it's fun. I wish I still had it on my computer. I wonder if it's on Steam. I'll have to look after this. In the 80s, my dad played croquet and bocce ball in the backyard. I want to play frisbee and hacky sack. I remember playing bocce ball. We had one of those. We had a set of bocce ball. I was never any good at hacky sack, though. I'm just going to leave this right here. Nickelodeon. It's an alarm clock. I didn't have one of these, but I had a cool, 90s Pikachu alarm clock as a kid. There are children being born whose parents were not alive when Shrek came out. Oh, that baffles me. Oh, my God. Holy schmikeys, man. Not a car show, just a high school parking lot in the early 80s. Yeah, 80s had such good looking cars, man. I wish we could go back. Everything's too sleek. I do not like the look of cars today. I love the look of old cars, though. I realize this movie is fast approaching 30 years old. Hackers. Their only crime was curiosity. Is that Justin Timberlake in the front? Kind of looks like him. McLovin from Superbad turns 40 today. This is a little outdated. Date of birth, 1981. Oh, that was last year. Okay, never mind. How many of you have owned one of these multifunctional pencil cases as a kid? Oh, that looks so cool. Holy crap. I would love to have one of those if I was in school, which I'm not, but that looks cool. I don't know how those ever went out of style. I mean, it's got pencil sharpener, pencil holder, eraser holder, pencil, I already said pencil sharpener, compass. I assume there's something for post-it notes. I don't know. If you could smell it, you're old. The good old pony boy. I do not remember what it smells like. I remember the spoon's taste more than the ice cream. The ice cream was not anything special, but having that like little spoon in your mouth, it just hits you. Fuck, I'm old. Who remembers Montezuma's Revenge on the Apple IIE from 1983? I do not, but this looks like it's an Atari game. It looks good. I'm a 90s kid. No, you're a 30-year-old man. I felt physical pain when I read this one. I was watching Star Trek Voyager and I saw Catherine Mulgrew from Orange is the New Black on there. Or like when people say, OMG, I watched Lord of the Rings and I saw Bob from Stranger Things as Samwise Gamgee. Oh my god. Same thing. On November 18th, 30 years ago, the Seinfeld episode, The Contest, debuted on TV. Cool. I've never seen Seinfeld. Real gaming. Ah, the Oregon Trail! I played this once or twice. Classic game. Still gets mentioned these days. What the heck? The music I listened to in high school is now playing on the oldies station. That's what happens when you get older, bud. The baby Lisa Kudrow was pregnant with during season 4 is now a college graduate. Hey, good for you. Good looking kid. Proud of you. First time buying my own bag. Why would you buy those? They're gross. The Wii U was released 10 years ago today. This is the one Nintendo console, other than the 64, that I have never touched. I've seen the NES, the Super NES, the GameCube, the Wii, the Switch, all of them, but I've never touched this one. Who remembers when this was the stereo everyone wanted? My dad has one of these. It has like a 6 CD turntable thing. Unless this is for vinyls, then I don't have the same thing. It just looks similar. This was 5 years ago. Yeah, the Switch is 5 years old. Can you believe that? It's already almost time for the next Nintendo console. I assume we'll get it in the next 3 years or so. This hurts. Rip to all 3 comedians. Growing up in the 80s, watching them on HBO comedy specials. This photo is very sad now. Rip Bob Saget, rip Louis Anderson, both good friends that will be missed. And rip Gilbert Gottfried as well. You used to be able to put stuff on top of TVs. Oh yeah, the good old days. Is that an Xbox Series X? Is that? It looks like it. I can't tell. And it's got the speakers. You know you're old when you're proud of getting a near-perfect score just for sleeping. Congratulations on an amazing sleep IQ score. Quality sleep is key to our well-being. Quality sleep? What's that like? It's 2:30 a.m. and I am busting out these easy peasy videos for you guys. Don't say I don't make sacrifices for my viewers. Kurt Cobain's daughter is now older than he was at the time of his death. Sad. Sad stuff. Bartender checking IDs. I can't serve you if you're under 21. I am 21. I was born in 1999. Oh my god. Oh my god. The original Xbox is now old enough to drink in the US. I think we should pour alcohol into all of our original Xboxes to celebrate. Tiger Electronic handheld games. Dude, I remember having these. I had like a Sonic one and there was a football one. You just get them from like McDonald's, so they were kids' meal toys. And now McDonald's kids' meal toys are cheap plastic BS. Our parents would give us $5, drop us off, and just leave us all night. Yeah, I never went to the skate rink, but kids my age still did that, actually, like in elementary school. I would always hear them going to this place called like Skate City or something. I don't know. I would never go because my balance has always been bad. But our local like recreation center had a kids night out every like Wednesday or Thursday night where you would pay $5 and then you just do fun stuff like rock climbing and swimming and stuff like that. And it was kids only. It was fun. You could only the oldest you could be was like 12. At the beginning of 2021, half the main cast of the Mary Tyler Moore Show was alive. Now they're all gone. That is sad. That is real sad to hear. How old did you assume Homer Simpson was? In this episode, season 10, episode 2, he's having a midlife crisis at age 39. Huh. I mean, that's not old at all. I would have assumed Homer was like At least a couple years older, like 45, 47 maybe. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Everybody born between 1985 and 1995 saw the Super Bowl halftime show lineup and was like, sweet. Instead of doing a show for old people like the Rolling Stones or Paul McCartney or The Who, they did one for us young people. And then 10 seconds later, it hit us. 90s guy's first crutch ever starter pack. I don't know any of these. I mean, I've seen them before, but I don't know any of their names. Remember when batteries had built-in power indicators? I remember that! I feel like they never worked, though. Just found out that these kids from School of Rock are a couple today. That's really cute. Good for them. That's just wholesome. That's a wholesome 100 moment. Reddit karma, Reddit. How many recognize these? It's VHSs. I mean, I recognize those. I had a whole bunch of them. I had Pokemon episodes on VHS. We had Disney movies. We had recordings of Super Bowls that were probably not allowed. But NFL, if you're watching this, no, we don't. What you think video games were like 20 years ago? Video games 20 years ago. Grand Theft Auto and Tony Hawk Pro Skater and some shooting game. I want to assume it's Call of Duty, but I don't know. You might have Call of Duty, but this is what warped your dad's mind. This is an Atari game through and through. I feel like I remember this one too. I just don't remember what it's called. Can someone explain this tweet to me? Why it takes so long? The frick is a Napster. On this day 15 years ago, my mom picked up the phone and interrupted a file at 96% I've been downloading from Napster for 17 hours. Oh man, I do not miss dial-up. I do not miss dial-up at all. Oh lord, my first computer still had dial-up, I think. I thought this letter was from the 50s, and then I saw it was 2009. Found an old letter sent to my mother, who was struggling to make payments on my trumpet. Dear Mrs. Ruffin, I have decided to forgive the rent on Jack's trumpet. You do not have to pay me any more for the trumpet, it is yours to play. However, if Jax drops out of band and stops playing the trumpet, you will return it to me so I can give it to some other deserving student. I have been through bad times like you, but remember, tough times never last, tough people do. Maybe you will help some other students someday when times are better. Wow, that's wholesome as heck. You'll love to see stuff like that. I really hope this guy went on to become a trumpetist, a professional one. I finally remember what Zoom meetings remind me of. Ah, yes, the Muppets. I used to think it was, reminded me of Hollywood Squares, the old game show. So you call yourself a gamer? The TV game computer switch. I vaguely remember those, but I don't think I ever had to use one. You never forget the feeling of being hit in the shin by one of those. Yeah, I feel like my shins still haven't recovered. Leather cell phone holster, the most dad accessory of all time. I'm gonna be honest, I had like 3 of these for my original flip phone was like a Cricket. I don't know. It was something like that. We never had syrup growing up, just the powder in a can. Had to pry the lid off with a spoon. Oh yeah, Nestle Quick. I remember this. I don't think I had it ever, but I've seen this before. Without revealing your actual age, what's something you remember that if you told a younger person, they wouldn't understand? Video games only worked on Channel 3. Hey, I understand this. I'm not that old though, right? I had my PS2 set to Channel 3 and my PS1, both of them. I remember this page printed out in the family car. Ah, yes, MapQuest. My papa used to use these all the time when we would drive to Florida from Colorado. Ugh. Kids today found out school's canceled via text. Me? Had to wake up at 5 a.m. and watch the bottom of the TV screen like the NFL draft. I remember doing this. That was the only time I'd ever get up that early. Macaulay Culkin is now the same age as Marv from Home Alone. They kind of look the same too, except, you know, Macaulay is pastier and has dead eyes. I came, I saw, I forgot what I was doing, retraced my steps, got lost on the way back, and now I have no idea what's going on. The life of me. This is my post. I'm kidding, it's not my post, but it spoke out to me. Called me out. That 70s show was made longer ago than the difference from when it was set. That 70s show first episode takes place on May 17, 1976. It aired on August 23rd, 1998. 8,133 days later. August 23rd, 1998 to November 28, 2020 is exactly 8,133 days. If they made a similar show today called That 90s Show, the characters will be watching That 70s Show on the show. I feel like That 90s Show would actually work today. I think it would be a really good idea. But not with any of the same characters. Just have it be completely different, not related to That 70s Show at all, and just call it That 90s Show, and I feel like it would take off. My high school class yearbook is now on display at the County Historical Museum. I'm 42. Ah, yes, historical 1986 and 1995. Tone dialing telephones are introduced November 18th, 1963. Is it bad that I miss home phones? I just think they're so quaint. Like, we have one at work, and it has like the cord on it like that is. I just miss it. I kind of miss it. I still love punk and metal music, but I'm slowly turning into this guy at a Slayer show. You're never too old to enjoy good music. I love unsolved mysteries with Robert Stack when I was growing up. There was nothing scarier than this guy's voice telling you about scary stuff that nobody solved. He kind of looks like a spooky ghost nowadays, or not nowadays, but on that picture. Ernie Hudson at 77? My body at 47. Ain't nothing wrong with being different looking. Everyone needs a little thickness in their life. I saw There's Something About Mary in the cinema just a couple years back, no? Well, what year did that come out? This is just a picture of an old man. 1998? Huh. Oh, that's Ben Stiller. I was like, who's this old guy? I didn't realize Ben Stiller looked like that. He looks with the perfectly white gray hair. He just looks like a random dude. He looks like a college professor. Is this real? My 17-year-old. What? It's a $20 bill. I don't get it. I don't get it. What am I missing here?